Hey guys, welcome back. So I did do a little bit more this week. I finished the red in the Magikarp. I did start the blue in the Gyarados. I did the yellow, and I did a lot of the brownish green in Omnistar. Sorry, I almost messed up its name. And I fixed some of the blue over here. Filled in some more holes there. So right now I am continuing to work Gyarados. I'm doing the darker blue of the outline. So we're going to continue that. Again, like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more. If you're on TikTok, reposting and following would be amazing. I would really appreciate that. So right now I am working on, here, I'll show you guys. I'm currently working right up here. I just did this blue, so I'm kind of hopping over to this blue. So I'm doing the upper white fin of Gyarados. Yes, we have Kabuto here, a little bit of Dragonair. So I think I'm going to finish up this whole corner next, and then I'll kind of move my way up this way. The last thing I'll probably do for this whole page is this lighter blue here. So I'll probably fill all of that in last. I generally do the blue last. I don't know why. I just feel like I completed the whole page by that point. So that's just how I am. So that is what I'm doing. Sorry my chair is so squeaky. But yeah, so, and I hope all of you had a great week. I certainly did. Let's see, trying to count here. I have the U here. So yes, it should be this one. Sorry, my page is kind of far away and I'm trying not to stick my head in the camera. So I'm trying to count from far away, seeing. We're going to skip one and do this one. And I felt a little bit out of my comfort zone. I do not cross stitch this far away from anything. So while I was counting these, I was getting really nervous. But I think I managed. So if there's mistakes, we'll just stitch over them. I'm like, it's no big deal. We'll fix them. But yeah, like I said, I don't cross stitch that far out, but I did on this one. And yes, I was very nervous. Okay, so there is more blue over here, but I'm not going to go that far out. So we'll just backtrack. And I'm sorry, I have a runny nose. I'm not feeling very good today. I have, like, it's not a head cold, but nausea, headache, fever, all that good stuff. So sorry if you hear me sniffling. I'm going to keep this episode fairly short today. I'm not going to do an hour-long one like I did last time. Because I have to get up and do dinner and go pick up my son from school. So I'm just backtracking my stitches. That's how I save on thread. Like, I know if I'm going to go forward and move back, I'll just do half the stitch. So I'm just backtracking on the stitches that I did and then continuing forward. So yep, and my construction should pretty much be done. The only thing I have to do is tear up some piping and bury it. So I do that myself as the homeowner. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take a drink here real quick. But yeah, so I'll do that, but it shouldn't affect my videos. So moving forward, should be good. Okay. Sorry, I'm just really thirsty today too. I drank 5 water bottles yesterday and another 2 big cups of water. I don't know what the heck is going on, but I guess when you're sick, stay hydrated. Okay, finished that. Let's see. I'm gonna move it just a little bit because I can't quite see what I'm doing. Did all of that. So there is one below here. And one diagonal from that. And one to the right of this blue. Sorry, smacked my glasses on the light. And I did that one. Okay. So this green patch here is part of Omnistar, but then his fin comes up and kind of covers Omnistar. So that's what that little bit of turquoise is there. Okay, then we're going to skip 2 because they're black and come out down here. And we're going to do 2 here. 1 and 2. And then we're going to go 1 diagonal. Sorry, I'm just counting out loud. Okay, and then we're going to go how many down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 6 down. 1. 2. 3. 4. So the reason I didn't finish these stitches here, I ran out of color. So I started up here, worked my way down, came over and around, and then backtracked, and that's where I ran out of blue. So I just have to grab more of that thread and just finish those stitches, which I just figured I would do later. Because I also, this blue branches off this way, and I just felt like it was too far out. So I was like, I'm not going to continue this color. I'm going to move on to the next color, and I'll go back to it. So that's just my thought process there, so you guys know. So one more. And that should came out even with, and it did. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to come over and do 2. Here's 1. Here's 2. And then we're going to go diagonally right here. And there is 3. So this right here that we're working on is Gyrodos's nose. So and then we're going to go 1 up. Right there. And 1 here. And then right at his eye, which is, no, I don't know if I like going that far. I mean, it's not far, it's just these odd ones where you go like 1 stitch up and over. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep, okay, so it's here. Yeah, I don't like those stitches when you're like 2 up and 1 over, and yeah, those throw me way off. There is some more up here, but I'm going to skip that for now. I'm not going to go that far. When you go that far, like I said, you are more liable to miscount stitches. So, and then even when I do this, like I like do them close, I still mess up. So, it's just easier if you don't. It's a lot easier for me to be like counting straight across, like, okay, skip 5 and then do one there. Like I can do that so easy, but it's a lot harder. And I won't go like 20 over because the stitches are so small, like the squares, you can see them, they're so small. You're likely to miss them as well. It's kind of what happened on Dratini's ear. I got too far away up there and got too far away and counted too far and messed up the ear. Okay, and then it looks like there's going to be some stitches down here next to this blue as well, so I might come down there a little bit of the ways as well. Okay. So we diagonally need to come down. One. Got a little tangle in the back. Okay, there we go. Oops, dropped the needle. Okay, then it's going to be below these two oranges. See, and I'm fine with that. That's like totally, like I can come all the way down here because the stitch is already in place, so I know where I'm counting from there, but like when it's out in the open, I kind of like, oh no, it's like swimming out to sea. Okay, and then here under this orange, yep, that's correct. And then diagonal from you. One, and two. And then I'll work my way back. My arm gets kind of tired cross-stitching like this because I have to hold my arm up in the air so the my muscle, my arm gets sore. I'll give it just a minute, it's cramping, to relax for a second. And I'm gonna, so I'm not gonna comment right now. I'll do a voiceover when I'm finished. I'm just going to, I think the rest of the episode just kind of fast forward so you guys can see the work. I'm just gonna keep working at this. I'm gonna pause and go get my son. You guys won't see that. But I'll fast forward through the work so you can see the progress. And you guys can let me know if you like the live stream better or the fast forwarding through the progress or both. I can show both. I can do 2 different videos. We can do that. So just let me know in the comments if you guys prefer the fast forwarding method to see the progress or if you actually like the live streams. Like I said, I'll probably just stick to doing both. I like having you guys for company while I'm doing that. Well, I'm not live streaming, but I plan on getting live streaming, but doing the, you know, like me talking and doing it right now like I'm doing. I do plan on getting on live stream. You have to meet certain YouTube requirements to YouTube, and on TikTok, I still haven't figured out how to live stream. I was going to look it up, I forgot to, but I think you have to have like 50 followers on TikTok before you can live stream. I'm not 100% sure on that, don't quote me. But yeah, I do in the future intend to live stream. I keep saying that, I know. I need to shut up about it. Okay, because I'm saying live stream. I am not live streaming. I am recording, but I want to get there, guys. All right, I'm going to shut up and cross stitch. I will fast forward through so you guys can see the progress. See you guys here in a bit.
The bullies in the schoolyard, everyone can see. But the bullies we elected, we just let them be. They're just too powerful and they make us feel so good by hurting the same people that we would if we could. Indifference is the coldest sin. We see evil and let it in. Our neighbor sleeps on cardboard in the freezing rain tonight. We step around him carefully and keep our eyes shut tight. 1,000 people passing by with pity on that poor old bum. Indifference is the silence when we see what we could become. Indifference is the coldest sin. We see evil and let it in. The factory dumps its poison in the river so clean and clear. The fish float belly up, but nobody wants to interfere. Profits over life itself, the balance sheet looks great. Our indifference fed their greed, and the fish we just ate. Indifference is the coldest sin. We see evil and let it in. Traveling together on planet Earth, on our spaceship through the stars. We pretend we don't need to help others because their problems are not really ours. Indifference is the coldest sin. We see evil and let it in. That's where all the trouble begins.
Okay, so I just wanted to pause right here real quick. You guys were asking me about the parking technique, the strings hanging down, so I'm going to show you a clear indication of this. So, we are working on the gyarados, and you can see I just did these two blue spots here, the light blue with the diamonds in it. There's more over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop right here on this one. So I'm going to pull the thread through, but I'm not going to cut it off. I'm not going to nothing. I'm not going to finish it. So that way we can finish up the other light blue areas over here. And that is the parking technique. So I'm going to change color. I'm going to pull the string through, leave it hanging there, and we're going to move on to the next section.